Whew. Good morning, guys. It is April the 9th. You may notice we look a little more bundled up this morning than we have been. Here in Georgia, we just had a cold front come through day before yesterday, and it has dropped our temperatures back down into some wonderful chilly temps. It's like 38 degrees this morning. 36 degrees this morning. Stand corrected again. Sandy and I are headed out. We have been skunked at every turn, but today is going to be different. I just have that feeling that she's going to get a chance to pull the trigger, and we're going to get to show you a good bird here in just a little bit. Andrew and Jonah are up in North Georgia on a piece of public property this morning. Jonah has finally got to get out of the house and try.
If he stays awake.
If he stays awake, yep, this is a fact. Brand new baby, just 8 weeks old. Anyway,
Less than mine.
Brand new early baby, and you know how sleeping goes when you got a brand new baby. You don't get much. But anyway, he's with Andrew. They are in North Georgia on a piece of public property. Zach Dak killed a wonderful bird yesterday off our lease, a really, really nice bird. So that tagged him out here in Georgia. But him and Andrew met some folks yesterday that have they've got I think he said a 45-acre ranch in Oklahoma.
4,500.
What did I say?
45 acre.
4,500. There's a difference there. But anyway, Zach Dak is supposed to be guiding them this morning. They're out here trying to kill an eastern, and for that, hopefully, Andrew and Zach, they're going west here toward the end of the month. They're going to Nebraska, and they have been invited to their place. So hopefully they'll get a chance to go out and maybe kill I think it's a Rio they have out there. I'm not sure. Anyway, we got to worry about killing our own turkey. Just kind of giving you a heads up what's going on with everybody. So you guys come go along with us, and hopefully it'll be a fantastic morning, and we'll see if we can't make it happen today.
Yep.
Finally.
Let's do it. We're supposed to be there now.
Yeah, we got to go. Okay, we've got everything set up. I'm just waiting a couple more minutes and see how the morning breaks. Fortunately, we knew exactly where we were going to come set up. I come down last night, actually roosted several birds on this high ridge right across from us. They're probably 150 yards up on the side of this ridge. There's another one that's roosted around the other side of where they are, and there's another one roosted down the river. So we've got 5 different birds that were pretty vocal last night on the roost as they went to roost. So we are hoping that as the morning continues to break, they come off the roost, that they'll pitch right down into this field right here, and hopefully, if it goes like we've got it planned, they should just pitch right down into our lap. So we'll see what happens. You know, hang with us. There goes the first gobble right over yonder, 200 yards. So, yep, here we go. Hopefully this is gonna get interesting in about 15 minutes. It's not a big one. believe we might could have killed one of them birds, but I was afraid it was a little too far. I hate turkeys. All right, we have got kind of a predicament. We're trying to figure out what to do. We had two jakes that pitched right down in our laps. Perfect. And we had three strutters that come in, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes after the jakes hit the ground. But they were just out of shotgun range. And they've gone to the opposite end of the field. So we are trying to figure out how to make a play for them without busting the birds. So trying to let them get out of sight. We'll make a decision here in just a minute. So y'all hang with us. Hopefully it's gonna get interesting yet. It's been a very interesting morning, but it ain't got interesting enough. So let's see what happens. This is where they crossed. Remember it? That's the geese out there. Yes. We got to get to the other side of that ridge. So we're gonna hustle and see if we can't get over there, because that's the way the birds are headed. What happened?
Nothing. We're getting skunked again. Those 4 toms that come in, they were so nice, but they were headed straight to the end. That was up at the upper end of that field. So they answered a few times. So we went down across the creek, come back up the lake, come down the little trail by the woods, and we're in a lower barn, hoping that we beat them up here before they headed up this way and went on up. I have no clue. Don't see nothing. Don't hear nothing. That don't mean nothing either. So we're just gonna sit here and hang out.
We're kind of in limbo right now. We're hoping they come right over this ridge right here. They were headed up this way, and I hope we got ahead of them. There ain't no way to know right now. We are in an old barn we used to store hay in. And so it's a pretty good setup right here. It's a good ambush point. But so far there ain't nothing to ambush. So we're just gonna hang out here another 10, 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, and see if we can figure out where these birds went and see what happened. Well, we got our butts handed to us again. We come around this ridge and thought that we were in front of the birds, and then we thought we heard one holler gobble back down toward the lake, so we turned and started back that way. We heard one gobble back up this way, and so I thought, crap, I guess assuming the ridge threw us off. But we slipped back up into this old barn where we was at, and there's a field just up above us, and we got up here just in time to see the toms going through it and headed toward the opposite side of the property. So we're gonna call it quits for a little while, work our way back toward the house, get some more coffee in us, maybe work on a little breakfast. Then we'll see what we can come up with. Just want to make a note right here, and I'm sure everybody, it won't take long to figure this out. We hunt turkeys. We are not turkey hunters.
We're working on it.
But we have
We're
a heck of a good
practicing.
time working on it. So I haven't heard anything from Andrew yet. I don't know how they're doing up where they are, but I've got my fingers crossed since it's either no news is good news or they don't have a signal, one or the other. So for the time being, that's it for this morning.
Yeah.
And we'll catch up with you when we decide what we're going to do next.
Yeah.
Well, I think you would call this strike 4. We were headed to the house, got almost to the house, and we saw birds cross the road, headed over toward the river. And we just thought, well, we'll let them go. We'll try to get on them after a while. And all of a sudden, they just set into gobbling. I mean, just every other breath. So we made a big circle, come around, thought we were getting in front of them again. Got all set up. Everything was great. Dead silence. And now they're gobbling back on the other side of the road, back down behind the house where we just come from 30 minutes ago. So some people call it gobbling.
I call it turkeys are smarter than we are.
I think they're laughing at us, but
This is crazy.
it's okay. The joke will eventually be on them, I hope. So this
Our
time
day will come.
we're going to the house for our coffee and our breakfast. We'll catch up with y'all later. We are set up this morning again, and I think our birds are going the opposite direction from where we are again. We've had 4 or 5 gobbling out in front of us for several minutes. I just heard them again, and it sounds like they're going the opposite direction. That seems to be par for our course. But anyway, we are trying. So y'all keep your fingers crossed. We'll see what happens here in a few minutes. All right. As usual, these birds have gone the total opposite direction from where we were set up. So we're trying to make a move on them again today. We've about decided this is how we get our regular workout in every day, is chasing these birds round and round. They were very vocal up till about 10 minutes ago, and they've gone silent. So we're just trying to slip around and see if we can't get an advantage and see what happens. So y'all hang in there. We'll let you know what comes up here in just a few minutes or after a while.
It's a beautiful morning. I mean, beautiful.
Or maybe even tomorrow or the next day. So
One day.
well, those birds come off the roost, very, very vocal. They were headed straight to us and then just turned and went straight over on the neighboring property.
Way yonder way.
So here we are, the same place, just a different day.
Same back channel.
Same bat time, just no birds. So right now we're just running and gunning, trying to strike up another one, because we know there's more birds here on the property. It's just a matter of finding one on the property that wants to play the game. And I don't know what they worry about, because we don't play the game well. So far, they've won every day.
I didn't want to think about our
We're like-
ERA.
Yeah, we're like 0-6 right
Yeah.
now. So, but we ain't giving up. We're having a blast. It's a absolutely picture perfect morning. I got up this
Very
morning, it's about
comfortable.
42, 44 degrees, just as calm as it can be. And we're in the woods. So That's all that matters.
It's a good day.
It's a good day. As my daddy used to say, I'm above ground. It's a good day. So, all right, we're going to carry on. Let's see what happens.
Let's go.
Good morning again, guys. It is April the 11th, Friday morning. We had a lot of, some severe thunderstorms rolled through here last night, dropped the temperature again, had a cold front come through. And we had decided today to just take a day off and get some work done around here. And Sandy was working on some stuff in the house. I went down to the barn to get started working on one of the lawnmowers, and I heard I heard a gobbler hammering. Just hammering down in the bottoms, down toward the river. So I thought, what the heck? Nothing venture, nothing to gain. So we're gonna try it again. Go see if we can get on this bird and see if he's serious or if he's just down there just teasing us again. So thought, try it. We ain't got nothing to lose.
They keep outsmarting us. So
anyway,
we're going to learn.
Today just might be her day. So y'all come hang with us and let's see what we get into in just a few minutes. Well, we can't blame it on the birds this time. They did exactly what we wanted them to. But they saw me before I saw them. We had them at about 80 yards. And we were sitting in some wide open hardwoods. It makes it really, really hard. We didn't grab a decoy or nothing. Anyway, it's been interesting. We had some birds gobbling back behind us. So we're gonna give up on these. We're working. We're gonna head over in another direction and see if we can't strike them back up. If not, we'll go back to the house and let Sandy go back to what she's doing. And I'll go to the barn and work on the lawnmower and do it another day. We are getting an education. One I don't like. They call this the school of hard knocks, right?
Something like that.
Maybe he fell on the other side of the doggone road over here.
He was fine. And I feel kind of like Bo. I don't think I had it seated real good.
They kick you like a mule?
Huh?
It hit you pretty hard?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Kick like a mule.
Well, I think we got a swing and a miss after all of that. We're going to ease over here and look see, but he let out of here like he wasn't hurt at all. Look at there. Look at there. Hot dang, we finally made it happen.
Oh my gosh.
I don't believe it. I absolutely don't believe it.
I gotta get my hat.
I thought she missed him. He let out from over here. Then we started walking this way and all of a sudden I heard him flopping. I said, I hear a bird flopping. She said, what? She said, I hear a bird flopping. She took off through that fence. Anyway, she's going to get her hat. Oh my gosh. After all this. I just heard flop, flop, flop. I said, I just heard a bird flopping. So,
Oh,
let me have that shotgun. It was worth the mule kick, wasn't it? Oh, sweet and mushy. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, Mama. Beautiful bird.
Thank you, Dad.
I can't believe we pulled that off. All right, tell me what happened.
I needed water. Greg called me. What time is it? I don't know, about what, hour and a half ago? About 8:30. He heard some gobbling down behind the barnway near the river. So we decided to get our stuff, come up, and there's an old food plot down this way that we've deer hunted and stuff. Oh, did we plant it last year? I don't think we planted it last year. So we got set up just to the left of it, and the river's down below. And Greg called a couple of times. Well, actually, we heard him, and then he called a couple of times. He had 2 toms coming right to us, but he had seen a little white head above a stump, but he thought it was just some. Anyways, I never did see him because I had this great gigantic tree right in front of me. I never did see him. So they started coming. Apparently they saw Greg turn around and left. They went around, didn't they? And so we never knew where they went. So, I mean, we heard birds this way, that way. Anyways, we finally gave up. Went and sat for about, what, another 20 minutes or so over that way. Anyway, so we were coming out. We decided to call it quits, go to the house, get something to eat. And because we got a lot of things we need to do today. And so we had just crossed the fence and was headed toward the golf cart to go back to the house. And there was 2 toms just walking down the road, walking across the road, actually, where we had been over toward the old food plot. So we ran down. We got across the fence again. It ran down, snuck. We got to a place where we thought they were going to come down there. I had my gun turned all the way this way, and it was under a little limb. And Greg said, "Don't move."
I called just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I seen him, and he jumped up on the fence right over there looking for that hen. He jumped up on that fence and was sitting there. That's when I told Sandy, I said, "Oh God, don't move. He's right here."
I said, "I ain't got a shot. My gun's under this limb." And he said, "Can you move?" And so I'm trying to watch the turkey to see when he might turn his head, but he was kind of in some little leaves and stuff, so I couldn't see him real good. I mean, as far as I could see his body, and I could see some red, and he turned, so I eased my gun out, picked it up, broke something snapped. I thought, that's it. And there was a little knot on top of that log, and so I put it on top of that log, and of course, I was shaking so bad anyways. And I didn't feel like, usually I do, but I didn't feel like I got it seated real good against my shoulder, and I pulled the trigger, and then it kicked, yes, Bo, like a mule. I didn't cry, but I wanted to.
This same gun Bo shot his with.
Yes, it's a 12 gauge. And so, and the turkey jumped off, and he just starts.
Took off running, like he wasn't a thing in the world wrong with him.
So I knew I had missed. And so I said, "Oh, well." And so we got down, we crossed. As soon as we crossed the fence, Greg said, "I hear a turkey flopping." And I looked, I don't see nothing right there. So I thought, anyways, I guess that was him running or something is what I thought. But guess what? He's right there. Good job, Daddy.
I'm telling you, it's been a long 2 weeks trying to get her a bird on the ground.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
She's killed her farm bird. Now we'll start going to the club so I can kill my first bird.